Welcome to another episode of Vedic Wisdom, where we explore the timeless teachings of ancient texts and how they resonate in our modern lives. Today, we dive into the significance of decision making and the profound lessons we can learn from the great epic, the Ramayana. Grab your favorite cup of chai and settle in as we share an intriguing story that takes us to a bustling cafe in Mumbai, where three friends engage in a lively conversation that leads to valuable insights. In a bustling Mumbai cafe, three friends, Keerthi, Ravi, and Priya, gather every weekend to unwind. On a rainy afternoon, amidst the rhythmic pitter-patter of the raindrops, they found themselves in a heated debate about rushing into decisions. Keerthi, the impulsive one, had just quit her job without a backup plan, while Ravi, the voice of reason, encouraged a more cautious approach. Priya, the mediator, smiled knowingly and decided to share an ancient lesson from the Ramayana to illustrate the importance of thinking things through. Let me tell you about Kaikeyi, Priya began, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. Kaikeyi was a devoted wife of King Dasharatha and had once saved his life in a battle. Her love for him earned her two boons, which she could call upon at any moment. However, later, driven by jealousy and the influence of a cunning maidservant, she hastily decided to ask for the exile of Lord Rama, Dasharatha's beloved son, and throne for her own son Bharata. Kaikeyi did this without considering the consequences of her request and how it would alter the lives of everyone in the kingdom. Ravi, deeply engaged, chimed in. That sounds like a tragic choice. What happened next? Exactly, Priya continued. Kaikeyi's hasty decision led to the exile of Rama, causing immense sorrow to the king and chaos throughout the kingdom. Despair filled Ayodhya. Dasharatha even fell in from heartache. When Kaikeyi realized her mistake, it was too late. She couldn't undo the damage. The entire realm suffered because of her moment of rashness. Keerthi leaned back, staring into her coffee, reflecting on her impulsiveness. So, what you're saying is that our quick decisions can lead to dire consequences? She mused. Right, Priya affirmed. Kaikeyi loved Rama and didn't intend any harm. Yet, her inability to pause and reflect changed the fates forever. And that's why the Ramayana teaches us the vital lesson of deliberation before action. Decision making requires wisdom. Ravi nodded thoughtfully. I can see that in our daily lives too. Whether it's quitting a job recklessly or speaking without thinking, those moments can have lasting repercussions. That's why I shared the story, Priya encouraged, her voice warm. The key is to always weigh the impact of our choices not just on ourselves but also on those we care about. And as the rain continued to pour outside, Keerthi's thoughts saw clear skies ahead. She smiled, realizing she needed to assess her choices and understand the long-term implications of her decisions. All right, from now on, I'll think twice before jumping into something. The three friends spent the rest of the afternoon brainstorming ways to make informed decisions with newfound conviction in their discussions drawn from ancient wisdom. The lesson from the Ramayana wasn't just a story. It became a guiding principle reminding them that every choice, no matter how small, carried the weight of consequences. And my dear listeners, as we wrap up today's episode of Vedic Wisdom, let's remember that the decisions we make shapes our own path and also of those around us. Reflect, deliberate, and choose wisely. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week with more timeless insights from our rich heritage. Until then, stay wise, stay aware.